Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm back with another podcast. It's Sunday morning. It's 10 a.m. How you feeling? How you doing? Thank you for watching my podcast. My name is Luke. If this is your first time watching me, what's going on? How you doing? This is my channel. This is my YouTube. You can go to my channel. I got some other videos. I got some other podcasts. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you do enjoy this podcast, please give this a like, thumbs up. It really helps me get my videos out to other people. It's going to help me get more subscribers and just grow my channel and grow my following and grow my content. So for that, I appreciate you. Subscribe. Obviously, everyone tells you to subscribe. I'm not going to beg for that. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate you. But, man, how we doing? This is my podcast. How we doing? Today is Sunday. Today's Sunday, man. It's 9:49 right now. Probably going to get this uploaded by like 11 o'clock. Probably. Sipping on that Starbucks black coffee. I think that's the Pike roast right there, dog. I think that's the Pike roast right there. But you already know we representing. Watching the Man U game. It's halftime right now. Our goalie basically scored on ourselves in the first 2 minutes of the game. I'm watching the game. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, let's go. Here we go. Our goalie gets it. Our goalie's supposedly the best goalie in the world, like skill wise. And at basically 2 years ago and a year ago, he was the best goalie in the world. But this year, he's had some unlucky games, I'd have to say. He's had some unlucky events happen in some games, and he really has been choking quite a bit. David De Gea, he's a Spaniard. He's Spanish. He's nice. He's filthy. He's got the slick back hair, bro. He's got the beard. He's only like 26, 27 or something like that. He's filthy. He's phenomenal. But yeah, dude, he got the ball and he just like is playing with it in the top of the box. Guy just comes running in. Tries to jump in front of it, kicks his foot out, tries to punt the ball away, dude. Just so happens the guy blocks the kick, and it goes in the goal in the second minute of the game, bro. The second minute of the game, I'm like, oh my God, bro. It's 1-0. I'm like, Jesus, are you kidding me, bro? And then we played kind of. So that was the first 2 minutes of the game. Like I said, I'm just gonna talk about the halftime just for the first like 5, maybe 10 minutes of this podcast. Then I'm just going to talk about whatever else I think of. But, yeah, then after that goal, we started playing good. We started playing a lot better. We had a little bit more enthusiasm in our game, for sure. Our midfield after like probably 10 minutes of the game, our midfield started getting real control of the game. Fred really started playing well. McTominay started controlling the ball. My boy Wan-Bissaka started getting some crosses in, started getting in the play. Anthony Martial he's getting the ball a little bit. Towards the end, he started getting some plays. But dude, in what was it, the 30th minute, the 33rd minute? I think so. I'm just gonna if you guys are listening right now and you guys don't watch soccer, I'll explain how the transfer window works. Just a little bit, a brief summary of how the transfer window works. So in soccer, you know how in basketball, basically the postseason till a certain point of the season, you can kind of buy, sell, trade players. And then there's a certain point where the trade deadline, it's like the trade deadline and you can't buy or sell anybody, certain stuff like that. So that is, I was just reading my computer. So that's kind of how it works in the soccer. But the only thing about soccer is the season is so long. It's such a long season that the transfer window closes. I don't know when it exactly closes. I think it closes in like September, maybe October, right? And it's open. So it's open, I think, in I believe in like June or July, maybe May, June or July. So around that area, that like early summer, and then closes like early fall. So it's open all summer, kind of like the off season, right? But the thing about soccer is they have a 1 month transfer window in January. So while all the teams are kind of figuring their shit out from their summer purchases and selling players in the summer and trying to get new players in and putting players on loan, they have 1 month, which is the month of January, the whole 29 days, whatever it is, they could buy and sell players. The transfer window opens again. So that's when teams kind of make that maybe that last minute purchase. Maybe they buy someone or sell someone that they've been thinking about buying or selling throughout the summer, and maybe the deal never got done. Maybe a team got somebody that got hurt and they need a certain specific position player. That's a nice goal. So in Manchester United's case, we tried buying Bruno Fernandes, who played on Real Sporting. I'm not sure. What is that in a Portuguese? He's Portuguese, so I'm assuming that's probably in the Portuguese league. So he was balling there. He was balling out there. Bunch of goals, bunch of assists. He had some Sergio Aurier scored. Oh, he just scored in the 46th minute. That's cool, that game. Shout out to Tottenham. I want Tottenham to win because I like Jose Mourinho. But all right. So Bruno, we were trying to buy Bruno. Didn't get the deal done. January, the whole month of January, bro. We were like, dude, we kind of had at Manchester United itself, the team kind of had a slow start to the season. Didn't play that well. Kind of played good against the higher quality teams in the Premier League for whatever reason. Like, we tied Liverpool. We beat Manchester City, I think, twice. But we lost to teams Wolves is good, but we lost to teams like Burnley and so many teams. I would have to check the beginning of the season schedule. But we lost to a bunch of teams, got a bunch of ties and stuff. So I think we're running in 8th to 6th place right now. Maybe shooting for 5th place, I think we're shooting for. But I think we are in 6th place. So 3 points today, I think, would put us in 5th place, and that could possibly put us back into the Champions League, because Manchester City is banned from the Champions League. So if they get 2nd place in Premier League, it doesn't matter, because they're not. It would be see, that's such a bad goal. But as I was saying with Bruno Fernandes, it took us the whole entire month to buy this one player. We finally, at the end of the month, I think it was the last day, we finally bought 2 players. We bought one guy, Odion Gallo, who was kind of like a throw in the wind. He's like, oh God, I hope we're lucky with this one. He's just the luck of the draw, that kid. But we have him for loan. I think we got him for a really cheap price, mainly because Marcus Rashford got hurt. So we kind of need that strong, faster kind of number 9, number 10 player, mainly number 9. But because Anthony Martial is very skillful, very fast, but at the same time, he's not as strong and trying to run through players and through balls and stuff. I'm assuming that's why we bought Gallo. And Europa League, there's a lot of games, so you do need some depth in your squad, especially if you make the Champions League, especially if you start playing more and more tournaments. But the main purchase was my boy Bruno Fernandes from Real Sporting, and dude, he is the real deal. I think we got him for, I think it was £60 million or 60 million. What is it, sterling? Euros? I don't know. But I think it was 70. I think altogether it was 70 million. So it's almost $80 million, bro. That's $80 million bucks. So Man U bought him for about the 80 mil US currency, and that's supposed to be dude, we're kind of relying on you. Pogba wants out. We're trying to sell Pogba for 100 mil. You're going to come in, give us some support. We got McTominay. We got Fred playing at a much higher level. Fred's playing pretty well. I got to give Fred. McTominay's growing. I really like McTominay. The way Wan-Bissaka's playing. I like Luke Shaw. And Brandon Williams as a swap. That young kid's got heart, so I don't mind that. Victor Lindelof and Eric Bailly, I think, have some growing to do. I like Bailly. Lindelof kind of pisses me off sometimes. So he has some good games and some bad games, honestly. So we got to figure out his situation with Lindelof. But Maguire's got to pick it up a little bit for what Maguire is. I don't know. I think we bought him for like 90 mil. I think we bought him for a little bit more than Bruno Fernandes. He's been playing well. He's our captain. He came in. We gave him the captain band. I think Pogba was the captain, but Pogba's been hurt. The thing about Pogba is he's kind of chasing the money, which is breaks my heart being a Pogba fan, being a Man U fan. Being a Man U fan and the fact that Pogba came to Man U is like, that's so lit. But like the fact that he's chasing the money and the fame, and you can't blame him. I don't blame the guy, you know what I'm saying? He was probably a broke little kid and always dreamed of it. But at the same time, like, you're a soccer player. You haven't played soccer in months, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're making videos on YouTube, cool edits on Instagram about you doing therapy and working out and training and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, we need you on the pitch. We need you on the pitch because we're in sixth place. We're in sixth place and we're Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? And low key being in sixth place for kind of the way we played and how this season turned out is good. You know what I'm saying? If you look at our games and the way certain chips fell, we've kind of been lucky. Daniel James, I don't think maybe Daniel James will get subbed in today. I like Dan James. He needs some rest though. So that's important too. I'm not a big fan of Juan Mata. Juan Mata is okay. Like, I like he brings a lot of veteran soccer skills and knowledge and experience to the pitch and to the team, but at the same time he's a little bit older, a little bit slower moving. A little bit slow to the ball, a little bit slow paced. The slow paced guys make me mad. Who doesn't like a fast athlete? You know what I'm saying? But I still didn't even get to it. In the 30th minute, Bruno Fernandes scored a beautiful goal. I think he already has like 3 or 4 goals in the 5 or 6 games that he's been playing with us. He's already got like 3. He's phenomenal. He's the real deal. We spent 70 mil on him. He's phenomenal. He is really good. Bruno Fernandes, when he plays, he's the best player on the field. He's the best player on the field every game I've watched so far. You know what I'm saying? And you watch Manchester United, what the team was and like what they are now. And like, I'm not saying they still got some working to do. They still got a couple missing puzzle pieces that can kind of put it together. But he was like he was like the heart of the team. Like, it's like, all right, you guys are missing a whole bunch of shit. Here's the main thing that you're missing. And Bruno's like because in all reality, people don't think about this. All right, so we have Fred. We spent $50 million on Fred in the midfield. He's like a center defensive midfield. He's a little smaller guy. I think his name's like Rodrigo Fred or something like that. He's Portuguese. And then we have another young kid. He doesn't play that much, but Angel Gomez, he's Portuguese, just something to take into consideration. But he's young. He's in the reserves in the lineup. Every once in a while, he'll come out and play in like the substitutes. But Fred is one of our starters. He was kind of iffy in the beginning of the season, in my opinion. And past, I would say 10, 20 games, he's been very good. He's been growing, playing a lot better, a lot more intensity. And now that Bruno Fernandes is there, they both play really well together. They trust each other. They're both Portuguese. So they speak the same language. They're from the same culture. You know what I'm saying? That's big. That's big. That's big. And that was smart if they did that on purpose. That was smart on Man U if they did that on purpose. Because they're going to play on Portugal. You know what I'm saying? They're going to play with Cristiano Ronaldo and Joao Felix and a few other. Is Bernardo Silva Portuguese? I'm not sure. Bernardo Silva is fucking filthy, bro. Bernardo Silva is filthy. But, yeah, Fred and, who else is Portuguese on that team? Fred, Angel Gomez, Bruno Fernandes. Right there, 3 Portuguese guys. And then you have Andreas Pereira, who's Brazilian. Speaks Portuguese probably. He's got some growing to do, but at the same time, he's 22, 23 years old, so that's fine with me, you know. Same thing with McTominay. Like McTominay's a little bit better than much better than I would say than Andreas Pereira and Angel Gomez, but he's only 22, 23, maybe 21. I'm okay with that. So far, a horrible start from the first half because David De Gea basically scored on himself in the first 2 minutes of the game. But after 10 minutes of getting the ruffles out, we've had a pretty solid last 20, 25, 30 minutes of the game. Scored a nice goal by Bruno. Had some good chances. Hopefully we can get some substitutes out there, get some fresh legs, maybe change it up a little bit, maybe get Odion Gallo to get some runs out there. I like Gallo. I feel like he wants to play, he wants to score. Like, so that's the kind of player you want. He's got a good attitude, so we'll see. Daniel James can bring that explosive pace and that intensity to the field, so that'd be a nice swap up. But other than that, man, last night I was watching some UFC, chilling with some of the guys, man. Watching some UFC. My boy Joseph Benavidez was fighting for the flyweight champion belt because Henry Cejudo vacated it because he can no longer defend it, I guess. Because I think he's fighting Jose Aldo, and it sounds like he wants to move up to maybe 145 and challenge either Max Holloway, Alex Volkanovski. I don't know what he wants to do, Henry Cejudo, but he's the champ. He's the champ of 135, so he's got to take on Jose Aldo. I'm not sure when that fight is. That's going to be a good fight. That's going to be a banger. Let's see, Jose Aldo versus Henry. UFC 250 in Brazil. When's UFC 250? Is that in May? May 9th. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Dude, that's scary to go to Brazil and fight a Brazilian. But that's respect, dude. That's crazy that the champ is going to Brazil. He's giving them a lot of respect. But I don't know if Jose Aldo can get it done. Henry Cejudo is a mother trucker, bro. He's got a heart of a lion. He's got skills of a ninja. He's got the wrestling of a grizzly bear. You know, he's really good. Henry Cejudo is really, really good. I don't know if anybody can really beat him. Hashtag Demetrius Johnson never lost to him, but that's a totally another conversation, not worth having right now, not today. But how long is halftime for these professional soccer games? Because I guess it's only 20. I guess it's only 15 minutes because it just restarted and just went on halftime. So that's lit. But yeah, Joseph Benavidez, he was fighting for the flyweight belt last night. He made weight. So when you're fighting for the championship belt, you have to weigh in at the correct weight or maybe a little bit under to make weight. Maybe 0.5. I don't think you can miss weight. So if you're anything above the weight, if you win, you don't win the championship belt, which kind of sucks, kind of blows. But so the guy that Joseph Benavidez actually missed weight by 2 pounds. So if Joseph Benavidez won, he would win the belt. If the guy he fought won, the guy wouldn't get the belt. Nobody would get the belt. It'd still be vacated. So we're all rooting for Joseph Benavidez. He's a legend. He actually beat Henry Cejudo early in Henry Cejudo's UFC career, MMA career, which is pretty impressive. He said he used to be like a drug addict, alcoholic, and now he's world-class MMA fighter, world-class martial artist. So that's really cool. Shout out to Joseph Benavidez, and basically everybody in the MMA community, it seemed like, was rooting for Joseph Benavidez, especially after the opponent he was fighting missed weight and kind of was like disrespectful about missing weight. Didn't really care, acted like he still was the champ and stuff. So everybody's rooting for Joseph Benavidez. He goes out there. He looked pretty good round one. Looked much smaller than the person he was fighting. And then round two, there was a headbutt. I must have missed it. I was watching the fight and kind of bouncing around my bedroom, just like doing different stuff. I must have missed the headbutt and then them break each other apart and talk about the headbutt and have a break. I didn't see that part, and then I did see the part of him getting finished and TKO'd. He got and then they interviewed him at the end. Michael Bisping interviewed him. Michael Bisping, I don't know if he got told or didn't know, but he's got, like, Joe Rogan even talked about, like, they wanted to stop interviewing the fighters especially the ones that they don't want to interview fighters usually that lose. And then mainly, they never want to interview fighters after they've just been knocked out or they're concussed. You know what I'm saying? So they're completely concussed. they're not in the right state of mind. They're not on. They don't. Their emotions. A lot of them start crying on TV. Like, it's not fair to them. Like, it's just not fair. You just got knocked. You know what I'm saying? You just got knocked out. You got knocked into oblivion. There's no reason you should be doing a live TV interview, you know. And Michael Bisping has been knocked out before, and he knows that. He knows he doesn't want to be recorded, and he probably has been in the position where he's gotten knocked out and then interviewed, and then have to like be like, oh, why'd you guys interview me and stuff. So him being the interviewer, he should have known that. He probably just got caught in the lights. Maybe someone told him to go interview him. Who knows? I don't know. But, yeah, they shouldn't be knocking him out, you know. He said he's like, I feel like I just woke up in a nightmare. It's just really sad. And I came out here, wanted to do all these great things, and nothing happened. Yeah, you don't want to hear that, though. You know what I'm saying? You hear from the champion. If the guy lost in a decision, like, I'm going to be back. It wasn't my night. Stuff like that. Or maybe he got subbed. He got submitted or something like that. Oh, the guy's jiu-jitsu's phenomenal. Maybe I'll train with him in practice. I don't know. But you get knocked out and you're going to go interview him. That's messed up. That just ain't right, bro. That just ain't right, bro. That's just my 2 cents. Do you know his type nice? That kid Richarlison. I don't know if it's true, but Barcelona apparently offered 90 or $100 million for the kid, and Everton said no. First off, the funniest thing is, which one do you believe or get angry at first? The fact that Barcelona offered that, or the fact that Everton apparently turned it down? And it's like facts. Like, I don't even know if either one is true. Oh! The one thing about Bruno, though, is he does look for the long ball sometimes too much, a little too much. Oh! A little too much. Oh, my God. That shouldn't be a foul. Sometimes, like, he'll give it away. But that creativity sometimes is what we need, because we don't have much. I like the work that Fred does. Like, Fred puts in the work. Like, he really is like a CDM. Like, he's almost like a lower class. Like, if N'Golo Kante was like an A+, Fred would be like a B+, or like an A-. Nah, probably more like a B. B+. If N'Golo Kante was like an A+, Fred would be like a B+, B+. I love N'Golo Kante. But it's just the work, bro. They're everywhere on the pitch. They're everywhere. I always wanted to be that player, yeah. I always wanted to have that respect. Like, oh, dude, he's the hardest worker on the... Then eventually, I never got to do that shit. So let me just... Damn, bro. This ref, I'm just saying, bro. I used to hate playing games like this when they used to get really chippy and hella fouls. And then if I foul someone, their team's going to come up and foul me. And then my team. And then just is like a cycle. And then someone's just bound to freaking get a broken leg or some shit. Come on, Masaya. Oh, that's a corner. Yes, sir. Man, I might make a vlog today. I might make a vlog, maybe a workout vlog. I'm getting some Supreme in the mail. I'm gonna make a Supreme unboxing vlog. Probably gonna do a Jordan Retro 1 vlog. I got the Retro 1s. I'm hyped, dude. I got them. So I'm gonna probably do an unboxing vlog about that. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna set up like a little recording area in my, like a little studio thing in my room. Just show some stuff to people, make some like little how-to videos, like how to sell something on StockX, just like simple stuff. And then with that setup, I can make so much more videos. Like, I can make the Supreme's releasing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and then me getting it, and I can actually have like a real studio in my room instead of just me putting the GoPro on the thing. And I'm working on the whole like the cinematic aspect, because like the GoPro, like right now I use the GoPro because my other camera for some reason just kind of, after like a little bit of time recording, I think it's because I don't have a large enough SD hard drive, like an SD card. So I gotta get a larger SD card. They're actually expensive, so that makes sense once you see the price of them, and you're like, okay, it obviously does the job. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize all this technology stuff, it's like, damn. But yeah, I mainly use the GoPro because it records like the full 25-minute clip, and I just kind of load it. Like, if I were to use another camera, it's just different. But just gonna wrap it up, man. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, man. Just check out my more content, trying to come every day at you. So thank you guys, man. Have a good one.